So what's up, Marv?
What's up, man? What's up?
Yeah, okay, so check this out.
Okay.
Welcome to my show.
Pleasure, bro.
DANCEPOD411. Something I've been wanting to do for the dance world. I want good stuff, and I don't want bad stuff, but I want the truth about a lot of stuff that's going on in the dance world. I want a lot of people to be able to go to something like this and say, yo, I never knew that. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad I watched that. It prepared me for my future when I came to LA, when I came to Vegas, when I went to New York. You from Cincinnati, I'm from Cincinnati. You were the first person to tell me to come to LA back in the 80s. Right. Shane, y'all need to go to LA if you're trying to do something with your dance career. This was in the 80s, and I never forget that. And if it wasn't for you, I would have never had the nerve to get up from Cincinnati and come to LA in a billion years. Even today, I think about that. Like, I got up and drove to LA.
Oh, you drove?
We drove. But my group in a Ford Escort.
I didn't know you drove,
I had
bro.
a Ford Escort with 4 dudes in it, and we switched off driving straight here.
Oh, man, I know you
feel
drove.
Me? Yeah,
I flew. That drive was like 4 days, right?
It was 3 days. It was 3 days. Marv, but that's how focused and that's how bad we wanted it.
That's serious.
And I promise you, if you would have never told us that, we'd have never went.
Really? Oh, man, that's a blessing, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
You know, I tell people all the time, like, you know, no matter where you're from, man, at the end of the day, you got to come to L.A.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the top of the top is in L.A.
Yeah.
You know, even now, when I go to Australia, I go to London, whenever I'm going somewhere, I see dancers, and they're great in that and where you at. Mm-hmm. But if you want to see what you're really working with, you gotta come to LA, man. You gotta come to LA because I came to LA, it was all the top guys out here. Pete, Skitty Rabbit, Poppin Taco, Shab, Shrimp, Alpha, Casper, Cooley. I'm like, you know,
God.
I mean, like all the like I told
wow.
I was telling my boy the day ago, back in Cincinnati when I was like 17, 18, about to come to LA, we was at USA skating rink.
Yeah.
Me and Oscar was always all getting off. This guy came in. We thought it was a white guy, right? Come to find out, he's from Hawaii.
Right.
And we was out there getting down, bro. He turned us out. You know what it was? It was Sugar Pop.
Oh, my God.
It was Sugar Pop.
What was he doing in Cincinnati?
He was on tour.
He
was on tour, man. He just came in there, man. Just like had this LA style, man. I'm like, this will never happen to me again. Ever again. I mean, he blew the whole group away.
Look, okay.
And you know, he was the shit. He blew us out the door.
Marvin, I know how cold y'all were. But let me tell you something. I hate when I watch interviews and the person that's interviewing the person talks a lot. But I have to tell you this story because you just mentioned that. Mm-hmm. So we're USA.
Wow. I
got Dave, Maurice, Keith, me, Chris, everybody. Boom, boom, we out there, we got our jean jackets on, graffiti on the back. We thought we was the shit. Our breakers, because we was upstairs, we used to pop and do routines. Wow. Our breakers was our breakers, you feel me?
Right.
So Dave and them and all that was cold. We could hit the little halos, hit the little flares and stuff. We thought that was cold. You could do like 8 flares,
right.
Did like 2 windmills. Like, he's cold. Dude, this fool came into the middle of the floor and started up-rocking. We didn't really up-rock that much. We didn't realize how difficult and how intricate you could be when you up-rock. He got out there and just like the movie Beach Thing, when you just hear you see those feet. I swear, I don't know the moves that much. Halo, headspin, 1990, Halo, air flares. I mean, he did. It was so good. He was so fast that my whole breaking group looked at us. We looked at each other. We was like, what the fuck just happened? When you go watch Crush Groove. In Crush Groove, there's a scene where a guy puts on a helmet and he's head spinning on a car.
Puerto Rican.
That's
Flo with us. That was Flo.
Is that Flo?
Not Flo Master.
No.
He was with us. It was Flo. It was me, Oscar, Derek, Flo, Chino.
And that's probably why he was there, because there was no reason for him to be in Cincinnati.
That was Flo with us. Yeah, he was with us. He was with our group.
Marvin, I ain't gonna say he beat us. He murdered us.
Oh, Flo was bad, bro.
We learned.
I went to, me, Oscar ended up leaving Ohio. I went to New York. And me, Oscar, Flo, Chino, Muhammad, named Kalima, Mr. Freeze. We went to France for the Flashdance Beach Street promo.
Right.
And that's when I came back to New York and went to Roxy's and saw Fables, Wiggles, Mr. Wave, Crazy Lace, all of them. I'm like, yo.
Wow.
They were amazing dancers. I love New York, just too cold.
Right.
Too cold for me.
We all left Cincinnati because it was too cold.
And before I left, I still with my boy Angel. We went to me, Angel, Lower East Side.
Right.
Another dancer went to a sister, I forget her name, Coco, went to 54. Studio 54 was the hardest club in the world to get into.
Really?
So everything was going on there.
Right.
I was there at 21 years old. We wanted to just get out on the dance floor. We didn't care about nothing else going on.
Exactly.
But we was there, you know, in the 80s. And then I moved to LA and right on Soul Train. Right on Soul Train.
Sick.
You know,
How'd you get on Soul Train?
Nisi, my older brother knew Nisi.
Okay.
And she told me, come to the Soul Train. I'll get you on. I got on. And next week, I was doing a scramble board.
That's crazy.
I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
A week later, because I was getting down.
Right.
But before me, though, it was Alpha, Shab, and all them. But Alpha was the original Soul Train dancer. So the dance Alpha, he made that up.
Really?
Oh, yeah, he made that up. And the corkscrew. He made up the Alpha, he made up the corkscrew.
Really? That's
crazy.
Crazy.
He invented those dance moves.
Right.
But, you know, it's I tell people, like, tell the new school, do your research, man. Because you gotta like talk to OGs, pick their brains, call them up. Not just myself. You got Darren Henson, bro.
Right.
Darren Henson has a body of work.
Right.
He's an OG.
Right.
He's acting and everything now, but people like that. I love Pete class. Poppin' Pete, great class.
Pete is great. Pete is great.
Talk to people like us, man, like, you know, like Flowmaster, who's OG. I mean, even Atheon.
Yeah.
We OGs.
I know.
I mean, I've been around before them, but they're still early 90s.
Right.
So these new school dancers talk to some OGs who've been in the game 10, 15, 20 years. Not someone 5 years.
Right.
6 years who've done a 1-2 jobs.
Right.
Now they're doing classes speaking about the business.
Exactly.
You don't know the business.
Exactly.
You don't know the business.
So true.
And that burns me up. When I see that, I'm like, okay. You know, even the stuff now I see now, like, I'm going to go back a little bit. The movie Elvis came out.
Yeah.
You seen it?
Yeah.
You like it?
I'm an Elvis fan.
I'm an Elvis fan.
It. Yeah.
I like the movie because they told the truth. Elvis learned at a black church. The movie ain't nothing but, the song ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Right.
It's nothing but a sister.
Yeah.
They told the truth.
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
Exactly.
I like seeing the new school dancers now. They're every race. I love that. They can get out.
Yeah.
They're good. But you gotta go back a little bit.
Right.
Black people ain't never stole no dance moves.
When it comes to entertainment.
No music from no other race. Even Latinos, they have their own. Puerto Rico, Cuba. We ain't never took from white people.
Right.
We have never stole anything from them.
Right.
So when I hear this guy saying, "Oh, the moonwalk is called the air slide," I'm like, "What? What are you talking about, bro?"
It's funny because
he said the air walk.
Right. Look, go back even further than that. What was it called before the moonwalk?
I don't even know, bro.
Backslide.
Well, no. Moonwalk first.
Really?
Moonwalk first.
Okay, see, Marvin. See, this is why I
got
got you here.
First. Remember, Motown. Before Motown, Mike was doing the moonwalk with Jeffrey Daniels and Casper now.
Right.
On Motown 25, he did the backslide. Now I think that's when he worked with Boogaloo Shrimp and Taco.
Right.
So I know at first he was doing the moonwalk.
Yo, okay, so you just blew
two
my mind. You
yeah.
just blew my mind.
Moonwalk is first.
Right, because see, what people always say, they always say Michael Jackson created the moonwalk. We know he didn't do that.
No.
But they said before the moonwalk was even started, before that title came, they was calling it the backslide.
It's an old school black guy on video doing the backslide.
I saw that.
Back in the day.
Right,
so I'm
I saw that.
Yeah, that was like way back in the day.
Right, it's like the 40s and 50s, like super old.
He was doing that.
Yes.
That's why I love watching old footage of like in the 40s and 30s. Like my dad, I just found out my dad danced back in the day. I didn't even know till like
Marvin,
last month.
Marvin, that's crazy.
My dad died in a car crash 4 years ago. I just found out he danced back in the day. I'm like, what? I just found out. Yes. I didn't even know this.
What's crazy about that, Marvin, is dance saved your life.
Oh,
it
for
gave
sure.
you focus. It gave you hope. It gave you future.
Oh, yeah.
And how do you not know? This is why it's crazy. This is why it's so important to talk to your family. Like you said, old school. How do you not know that your talent and your fire and energy?
I had no idea.
How do you not know it came from him?
I know my dad played in the Negro Leagues baseball. Before that, I didn't know he danced.
That's crazy.
Because in the 70s, in the 70s, man, in Ohio, we had to deal with a lot of racism.
Yeah.
I remember before I started dancing, I was boxing. I remember being a swab. When Roots came out.
Yeah.
When Roots came out and the riots broke out. We had to go to the Torque Path and fight the Ku Klux Klan, all that. So I'm telling you, dance saved my life.
Yeah.
And I always say this, and I always will always I gotta give praise to my Lord Jesus Christ. Period. Number one.
100.
Because if the Lord brought me out that situation, because I saw, okay, either I'm gonna be in jail, dad on drugs.
Yeah.
And dance just took me to another level. So I always give praise to my Lord Jesus Christ. I've been around the world. I've been in situations. I know the Lord saved my life. You know, and I tell dancers, when you go on tour, before you do this, you don't know. Ask some people who's done it.
Right.
Like, for example, you go on tour out of third world countries, somewhere in different countries, always keep your passport.
Right.
Don't never give it up.
Right.
Never give it up. I was in Japan, me and No Bones. I told them, oh, we need you guys all your passports, and then we give it back to you guys when it's time to leave. So no, we ain't doing that. I was the choreographer. I said, no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing none of that. We keeping our passports. Now, some choreographers would be like, okay, give you your passports.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Right.
I've always protected dancers. When I worked on a job, I remember doing a job in Arizona, Doritos commercial. Me and Tony, who did the Bringing On movies.
Tony.
He choreographed the Bringing On movies.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
It was all of us in Arizona, and we was doing a commercial for Doritos Bite Side. They had all these cameras filming us, and I'm like, what are these cameras for? Oh, it's gonna be a billboard in Japan. That's not in our contract.
Wow.
So we gotta stop now. They said, okay, you guys can go home. I said, yeah, send us home. I called Julie McDonald. She goes, what you want to do? I said, you gonna pay us more money, or we leaving?
Right.
So they figured, let them go. And realized, no, we need to finish this commercial.
Exactly.
So I got us paid more money, or we go home.
Right.
The issue, send me home.
Right.
I tell people all the time, keep your passport on you. When you travel, always know where the American embassy is at. Always know how to get to the American embassy. They don't do that in workshops.
They would never know that.
I tell dancers, when you travel, what if a war break out? What something break out? You never know. Get to American embassy. Leave a copy of your passport at home with a friend or family. Or if you lose your passport.
Exactly.
You gotta know this kind of stuff. And I've been on so many different tours, man. I've been on track tours, world tours, and I've learned, like, wow, man. Like I said, Mendrado was stuck in, Mexico. We had our passports, we had our, we didn't have our tickets and our money.
Right.
And
what happened? How did that happen?
The manager, the same guy tried to attack a girl in Puerto Rico, one of the dancers, Nikki Pattenberry.
Wow.
Babyface, I think, ex-wife. I had to step in for her and stop that situation. And then he ended up leaving me and Drado in Mexico with our passport, with our money and our plane tickets. So I had to come back home and, give him that smoke. And Roxbury's that Tuesday night. Because you don't leave me like that.
Right.
But you never know. So I tell people, learn from people who's been there and done it.
Right.
Because I was someone that taught me some stuff. And I gotta admit though, even though me and Shad had our brother feud going on, we were like brothers, we argued, we agree on shit. But he taught me a lot.
Right.
He taught me a lot, man. I would always give him that credit. He taught me a lot about the business.
Right.
I know he had some issues with some people, but I tell people, that ain't me.
Right.
I'm my own person. Like when Tony Bowser didn't know me at first, when she got to know me, she hired me.
Right.
And that's why I tell people.
And how did that happen?
It's at the Roxbury. No, at the Whiskey Go-Go one night.
Okay.
The Whiskey or Roxbury is one of those. And I give her a ride home, and she was like, "Wow, you're really cool." You know what I mean? And then she was doing the movie, doing the video, meeting in the ladies' room with Taco. I'm like,
video
wait.
That changed my life, Marvin.
I said,
God.
wait. I'm doing a video with Poppin' Taco. That was me and Patrick, TC, Crescendo, Mr. Freeze, Patrick Allen. We all in the same video with Poppin' Taco in that video. Just getting down. Tony hired me for that. I'm like, wow. So I tell people, I see these dance shows right now. Why aren't there judges like Alpha, Tony Basil?
Yeah.
Judging.
Yeah.
Poppin' Pete.
Yeah.
Sugar Pop.
Look, that's why.
Myself, all of them.
Look, Marvin,
get that.
That's why a lot of these shows aren't succeeding, because they have these mediocre people who were regular dancers and not taking anything away from them, becoming judges, when they got people that's been doing this for 20, 30, 40 years. They got so much knowledge. They know the versatility of these dancers. They know the technique. They know how much work they put into it.
Yes.
And they can critique them
Yes.
and give them information about where they are now and about the future. only thing that these choreographers can do right now on any dance show that's considered to be a judge that won on the show, whatever, is, oh my God, that's exactly what we're looking for. Oh my God, look, oh my, we can't believe that's all they can give them. They're not telling them some details that can help them in the future, and that bothers me so much. And me as a choreographer dancer who does street, that's why I didn't like judging on So You Think You Could Dance.
Oh, that was like, to me,
I felt
like
a fraud.
That show, I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But it pissed me off.
Oh my!
Because I tell you why, when jazz dancers or trained dancers do hip hop or street dance moves, it was so great. Oh my God! And we saying that was horrible. That was garbage. But then when we do their stuff, just stay in class and learn the technique.
Right. Ooh, it's so, because they always want to bring up technique. But do you know that not one of those dancers on that show that didn't do hip hop do any technique in street dance?
It was terrible. Like your show, American Best Dance Crew.
Mm-hmm.
Love the show, great show. I like Lil Mama, but she should have been a judge. It should have been, if it's gonna be a woman, Tony Basil. Tony Basil should have been judging, because Lil Mama can't judge dance. She ain't no dancer, not like us. She could never look at me and judge me. You don't know enough to judge me. So, as a judge, no. Some other judges on the show shouldn't be on the show, because they didn't know hip hop and street dance. You from that era, you know.
Right.
To me, that would have been like Shane, Poppin Pete, Tony Basil, or Anna Sanchez, or Dallas.
Can you imagine the
Alpha?
Yes. Can you imagine all the gems that the dancers would have got if they'd had choreographer judges sitting up there giving them information? And I want to say this too. A lot of people don't know this. On America's Best Dance Crew, the first season was, to me, it was one of the best seasons, because we were more open to say what we wanted to say.
Yeah.
But I love Little Mama. You know I love you. But there was times on there where she would say stuff that just didn't make sense. And the second season...
It makes sense.
Listen, the second season, Marv, they literally bring us into the trailers, and we will have to go over each group, and they would give us pointers. Not tell us what to say the whole time, but give us pointers. Comment on this, comment. And I sat back, and I was like, here we go. I said, this is when we start being in control of what we're saying to these people who need to be here, who need to hear the truth. And if you can't give them the truth of what they need to hear, that person, that lets you know that you didn't pick the right people to be judges.
Okay.
You know, I'm just like keeping it real, you know?
Well, let's go into the movie.
And real quick,
What's
his name? It was me, Lil Mama, JC. JC was a beast. I'm not gonna lie.
JC was good.
JC actually
was good.
He was
good.
more analytical.
No, he was good.
He was more he hit it from a different angle.
No, JC was good. I like JC.
He was good. I would be like, JC.
I thought Lil Mama was good too, but she wasn't.
She was good from energy point of view, but critiquing it just wasn't right. And that's why I loved her, because she would be like, boy, she would bring that East Coast, that New York energy. I fucking loved her for that. But they should have said, Lil Mama, let's talk to you a little bit more about how you're speaking about these dances, and let me and JC just do what we have to do.
I thought Lil Mama was good with the energy, but she should have been a judge.
Yeah.
If you're gonna put a woman for that show, it should have been Tony Basil.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It should have been like Tony Basil's been around for a long time, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it should have been Tony.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, bro. Let's be real. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
Tony Basil would have been perfect for that show.
I know.
And I feel that way. That's why I watched a couple episodes. Now I'm good.
Yep.
And same thing with movies. Let's go back to movies.
Mm-hmm.
Flashdance came out. Drama movie, right?
Go.
The scene with Crazy Legs and Mr. Freeze and that little kid. I would watch the movie just for that scene.
Me too.
They made me want to dance.
Yes.
BREAKIN movie. Amazing. Turbo and Ozone, which I did a BREAKIN 2 tour. B Street. Come on, man.
Come on.
That was raw talent.
Come on.
Let's fast forward. You got served. Yes.
Killed it.
Hip hop. Killed it. Step up. Flop. You can't have the white girl out front crump dancing when you got the best crumpers in the background. Wait, what? Come on, you got Little C, Tight Eyes. And who else? Lil Mama? Is it Lil Mama?
No. Let's come back to that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't think of her name, but she's...
Oh, you can't have the best crumpers in the world in the background. Okay. Wait. Okay. The worst movie ever made. My friend Alan Walls hit me up. He's choreographing this movie called Havana Nights.
Okay. I don't think I've watched that.
Exactly. The movie The lady who's about, she hates me so well.
Right.
I saw the script. I go, this is
Miss Prissy. Miss Prissy.
Oh yeah,
wanted Miss Prissy.
Bad
I knew it was gonna come to me. Yeah.
Wait, so this is a girl. She told I don't like your friend, cause I'm like I said this is got cuss.
Yeah, you can say
some
whatever.
bullshit. I saw the script, some bullshit.
Right.
You're gonna tell me you're not gonna convince me that a blonde hair, blue eyed girl is the best salsa dancer in Puerto Rico. It's not gonna happen. I've been in Puerto Rico so many times. You're not gonna tell me a regular American blonde hair, blue eyed girl is the best salsa dancer in Puerto Rico. She said, "Well, that's my story." I said, "Your story is bullshit."
Wow.
And you know what? The movie flopped.
I
the soundtrack was amazing, but the movie was crap. You know, you can't do that, man. And I learned so much when I was in Puerto Rico. I said, "Yeah, West Side Story." They laughed at me. They said, "Marvin, they were Greek." I'm like, "What?" They said, "Rita Moreno, Jaime, and who was Chino, somebody else was Puerto Rican, and the rest was Greek." I'm like, "Are you serious?" It just blew me away.
It's crazy.
And the movie Salsa came out. If I see another salsa movie doing the conga line, I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna puke, man. Stop doing these salsa movies with the conga line.
Right.
You know, so when I was on tour, we go Suave. We went everywhere, man.
Right.
We did a show in Puerto Rico. It was Rico Suave, Enrique, and Luis Miguel. So I didn't really know about Luis Miguel.
Okay.
Mega star.
Okay.
It's like Michael Jackson.
Really?
Yes. Luis Miguel, oh my, what? Mega. And we was on an open field on 4th of July. I came on stage, I looked out and go, it was 100,000 people.
Oh my God.
Oh, putting the flags. I mean, like, insane.
Oh my
So
God.
after our tour, we went to everywhere. After the tour, I said, I'm going to stay here by myself. This is back in the day, early 90s.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay in Puerto Rico for a whole month by myself. And I went out every night just watching. Going to sleep, watching. I'm like, I'm like, this is a whole different flavor. Like, what is this? That's why I learned in Puerto Rico. My cousin Jackie taught me how to salsa. She's from Puerto Rico. I call her my cousin. Been for 40 years. And she taught me that real flavor. Don was just in Dominican Republic for a Roadhouse.
Okay.
He said, "Dad, you guys see Dominicans get out." I'm like, "Oh, when I did my series, trust me, I'm one of the best dancers in the world on my series."
I believe that.
Because I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. You know, I can't.
Exactly.
Because I'm a former dancer, and the reason I came back to the dance world, not to be a dancer, because you know I'm 61 years old. I still can get out, but I came back because I hope to make a difference in the dance world. Dancers should get paid more money, get treated better. It has to change. And I'll say this again: if dancers went on strike, imagine, Shane, there'd be no Vegas shows, no tours. If we all said strike,
Exactly.
if every dancer in Hollywood and Vegas said strike, it would trickle down to everywhere else. Now we're gonna shut it down for a while. What you gonna do? You need us.
Exactly.
Beyonce is amazing, but she needs dancers.
Right.
Madonna's amazing, she needs dancers. Usher gets down, he needs dancers.
Exactly.
So treat us better. You know, go to the. Hold on. Oh, it's Dominique. I just mentioned your name. I'm doing the show right now. It's my son Dominique. Here go Shane.
I'm done.
Hey, I'm doing the show. I'm gonna call you back. All right, bye. Now let's go back to Michael Jackson. It's a rumor, right?
Right.
But the moonwalk.
Right.
Okay. I've heard so many people say they talk about the moonwalk. From what I've heard, no, what I know is Jeffrey Daniels was there, Cooley was there, and Casper, the original OG Casper, was there. I'll tell you what, let's do one better. Let's get Casper on the phone.
You gonna call him right now?
Yeah, let's get Casper on the phone. Yeah, I'm gonna get Casper on the phone.
Y'all about to see the truth come out,
We talking
y'all.
about the moonwalk. Let me get Casper on the phone.
Because I've always wanted to know who taught Michael the moonwalk.
Yeah.
And I hear so many different stories, and I want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, there you go.
You know?
Because I ain't, blowing smoke.
Right. Exactly.
So he'll be pick up.
Yeah. Because I had to talk with.
Oh, he picks up. Where you at?
I did.
I can't see you.
Okay. Oh, you trying to see me?
Yeah, I got. I'm right here.
Oh, you FaceTiming.
Yeah, I'm FaceTiming you. So Casper, I'm here on the on Shane's new show.
What's up, sir?
Uh-oh. We lost you. How you doing?
I'm amazing. I'm amazing.
So everybody want to know, and who taught Michael the moonwalk?
That would be me, myself, and I.
And what's your full name?
Jerron, a.k.a. Casper Kennedy.
Let's go.
That's the OG Casper who taught Michael the moonwalk. Who was there with you though?
Not during that time, it was just me.
Wow.
Oh.
Cody came in the first day, and during a conversation day, we never really got started when he was there because we talked so long that first day, we hardly did any work. But at the end of that day, Michael just asked me to come back by myself, and so that's how that happened.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
so what about the Boogaloo Shrimp? Because Boogaloo Shrimp says he taught him.
See, I found an actual YouTube thing he posted years ago.
Right.
Where he admitted saying he started working with Michael after Motown 25.
Right.
So he couldn't have taught him how to do it if it was after the fact.
Right.
So he made him work with them on the side slide. That was the shrimp thing.
Yeah, I told you.
Right.
That's shrimp.
Right.
I mean, it looks just like shrimp.
And Shrimp's amazing.
Right, of
Turbo's
course.
amazing. My boy Michael's amazing.
Right.
But the actual backslide, aka moonwalk, is actually me.
That is crazy.
Now the whole Jeffrey Daniel aspect of it is Jeffrey, knew Michael did want to work with him. What Jeffrey did, Jeffrey actually helped him enhance it much later. 'Cause
Right.
he had Jeffrey's style, and that was much later.
Wow.
But there's a play on words. So Jeffrey, if you look at Smooth Criminal and you're doing that sort of circular thing, what we call the moonwalk, or in that case, it was kind of like a moonwalk-ish move. Jeffrey taught him how to do that, which technically is the moonwalk.
Right.
So you can do a play on words saying, well, yeah, I taught him how to moonwalk, but really we're talking about the backslide.
Right.
So kind of used it as an advantage of saying, really, I did teach him how to moonwalk. So we can say it, but
Right.
that's not what the world calls the moonwalk, right?
Right.
So that's where the whole trip thing
But
is.
one question. What name's on the check?
Just mine.
What name's on the check?
I have a copy of the contract. Nobody even knows that.
Ooh, that's called receipts.
The time I spent from the 7-day period I spent with him, I have all that stuff still saved.
And Cass tell me, because Marvin, I realized how much stuff you really did in your life, huh, Casper?
Good time.
Yo, we got to get Casper on here, man. When you get
Got
some
to.
time,
Definitely.
I would love to talk to you.
Casper,
Look forward
you gotta come and do a show, bro.
This is gonna be crazy.
All right, hit you like my brother. Much love.
All
All right, G. All right, bye. You heard it from the horse's mouth.
That's crazy, Marvin.
No one's doing that.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay.
That's my horse's mouth.
That's what I want to do. That's the whole reason why I want to do this show, because I feel like there's so many things that's been told to us, taught to us, that's just not clear.
I just personally wish, like I said, when I was in Japan with Mike, he told me, we were sitting like this talking, he told me that don't trust nobody in the business. We was chopping it up. And I was like, wow, Michael's telling me don't trust anybody in the business.
Right.
And
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, the picture of me and Michael, that's in Tokyo.
Okay.
I didn't know him like they did.
Right.
I just wish more brothers would have came to his aid when he's been accused of doing that crazy shit.
I agree.
I
agree.
I didn't know him like that. You know what I mean?
Tell me this real quick while we're on this subject of people that you know. There's a story that you told me before. I'm not sure how much you want to go into it, but a Sean Penn story.
Oh.
with Shabba-Doo.
Well, Shab tell a story that Madonna called him. Said, hey, I think you heard you're a great dancer. He goes, yeah. She goes, oh, let's go on tour. He said, yeah. That never happened. That never happened.
Whatever.
And Casper tell you the same thing, and so
Right.
with Angel.
Right.
What happened was, I was working with Jelly Bean. I just got hired to work with Jelly Bean Benitez.
Okay.
The choreograph, Stephen Dante, Elisa Fiorillo, and another artist he had from London. So that was a longer contract for me. And I get a chance to do my thing, not be assistant to nobody.
Right.
So I go, hell yeah. Sorry, for the language.
You
but,
good. I can cut that out.
So I heard about Madonna's audition. I got there late. Angel was there. Taka was there. Taka was kind of leaving. And I walked up to her and said, listen, my boy couldn't make it, but, let me hit my number. Let me bring him to your crib or whatever and give him an audition.
Right.
And she goes, oh, okay. So she called me at midnight. I told him what Shabba do. She called me 6 in the morning. I said, I'm going to go pick him up. And out there way in Chino somewhere, he's living there with his mom. But it had a house out there.
Right.
And I picked Shab up, drove to Madonna's place in Malibu. Me Madonna sitting on the stairs. I hugged her, told her how pretty she was, because she was pretty.
Right.
Shab auditioned right there. We on the stairs. Me and Madonna sitting. And he auditioned right there. And that's how he got hired. I took him over there. And then, you know.
And then what happened?
Stuff started happening now. I guess on the tour, him and Sean was getting into it. But all I know is when I hear it, they got to entanglement. So,
right. Okay. Allegedly.
Okay. Entanglement.
So Madonna and Shab allegedly got into an entanglement while they was working together.
Allegedly.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But like I said, I would never just be like, oh yeah, he was hitting it, because you know I'm a fan of Madonna. I like Madonna a lot. You know.
Right.
And Shab's my boy. So like I said, we argue about everything.
Right.
People didn't know. Me and Shab didn't agree on nothing.
Right.
That's my bro. We didn't agree on nothing.
So did Champagne bust him?
Nah. Oh. Okay. No. What I was told was he took him down to home and him and Sean got into it.
Right. Okay.
So I don't know if they got into it.
Right.
But they had words.
But Champagne found out that kind of got it.
Yeah, and I told Shab like, hey, bro, you gotta be cool, man.
Yeah.
You know, because that's Hollywood. You know, but look what's going on now.
Right.
To me, that was nothing.
Right.
That could be me when I first came to LA, messing with a chick and her ex-boyfriend got mad.
Right.
Look what's going on now. We're messing with children, drugging people.
I know.
I ain't saying no names.
Right.
The shit happening now is way worse than back then.
Know.
Just like Jane Kennedy, when he put the tape out on Jane Kennedy.
Who did?
Isaac Kennedy put that tape out on her a long time ago.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, sex tape.
That's crazy.
It killed her career. And look at Kim Kardashian.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I ain't mad at the Kardashians. They ran with it.
Right.
Hey, God bless you, man. I see you in the Lord. But that was Jane Kennedy back in the day. That killed her whole career.
Marvin, it's funny that you say that because when we was talking about Penitentiary 2 and Penitentiary, and then maybe, can I say that? Maybe your son doing something.
You should. I hope so, yeah.
You know, hopefully he could do something because your son is a boxer at the end of the day. And I was watching and I was saying to myself, like, look how pretty that woman was back in those days.
From Ohio.
And I always wondered what happened to her.
She's from Ohio, bro.
That's crazy.
I'll tell you something about Ohio, man.
Aaron Pryor.
No, we got the best. I'm talking about Cincinnati, Cleveland, Columbus, Dayton. We got the most talented people in the world from Ohio.
Yeah.
Music-wise, James Brown started in Cincinnati. Bootsy. I grew up with Bootsy. I get recognized in the Hall of Fame with Bootsy now in Ohio. Midnight Star, The Deal, Hard Players. You got so many people. I mean, Jane Kennedy, Halle Berry, Joe Levert now. I mean, Arsenio Hall, Steve Harvey. And boxing, you got, on, man. Zach. You got Aaron Pryor, Sean Porter from Cleveland. You got every Olympics, someone from Ohio makes the Olympics.
That's crazy.
From Cincinnati.
And while we're talking about the Olympics, I need everybody to know that breakdancing is a part of the Olympics right now.
Why now? Why now?
You say why now? Or
why now?
Because it's the most popular, it's the most inspirational, it's the most, I don't know.
I'm happy because ain't Flo Master doing that?
Dance. I heard it. I think he's a judge on there along with Flips. I just interviewed
I hope Flo is a coach on that.
Maybe be a coach.
I hope he's a coach because you know why? Flo's dope.
No, Flo's
dope.
They have no idea.
Not just B-boy, locking Flo, and you know, he's funny as shit. Flo's funny, man. So I hope Flo's coaching that. Yeah, because that's important to have the right coach.
Listen, in this business, if you're going to bring in something like break-in, when you bring hip-hop in, if you bring in the truth, if you bring in the pioneers, the respect is going to always be there. When you bring in people that are corny, that just got into the game and they're talking all this smack and they got a lot of followers, I don't care about followers. Before I was on TV, before all this internet stuff came out, we had real fans. We would go to different cities and real fans would come out. A lot of these people that are on TikTok and Instagram or whatever, if they go to another city, nobody even know who they are.
Can you imagine if we had social media back then?
Look. Marv, I think about that.
I'll be a billionaire.
If I would have been on social media in 2007, 8, 9, 6, when You Got Served came out.
I'm talking about in the 80s.
Oh, in the 80s.
Like if he had social media back then, we all be like, So I'm not mad at social media.
Right.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at these
Me
kids
either.
on TikTok
Just
doing
keep it
dance
real.
moves.
Just keep it real.
Just you know, I see these kids copying these dance moves from these African kids. Like, come on, man. Like, you're like, you making money, send a donation to them.
Yeah.
Because you claiming something ain't yours. I mean, moves circle around. I mean, I see moves like I said, my boy Cliff, Yoey, her group. I mean, they dance. I'm like, yo, that was dope.
So sick.
I'm like, yo, I'm going dancing tonight. They come to Vegas, I hang out with them. They got me. I'll be honest, when I came to Vegas, I'm like, okay, I'm still in the boxing world a little bit.
Right.
'Cause I was the top promoter, you know that, in LA. Being around them, man, the Usher dancers, I'm like, not the whole crew, just like Marvelous, my boy Cliff, Yoey, Cajo. Man, I go out with them, they be cutting the rug, bro.
I know.
Like, I gotta get with the program. I still got something left.
Yes.
You know?
And look, if y'all don't know who Cliff is, this one powerful scene in that movie, You Got Served, it was Cliff. Do y'all remember they was like...
But that's
hold on. And he came out vibrating, and then he took his finger and put it between the girl's leg and smelled it, and then knocked everybody down. I just wanted to know who Cliff is, so they know how sick Cliff is.
Yeah.
Cliff is one of the best to me.
And I like the fact that you guys did the air posing.
Yeah.
And You Got Served. That was like wow, because, you know, if you back in the day in the 80s, if you would watch, like, when I first saw it, I saw Ski, Pete, and Taco do it. I was like, oh my God, what is that?
That's what he was doing.
It's one more dance. Yeah, but one more dancer out there that people don't know about, who was probably one of the hardest hitting, period.
Who?
Donald DeVoe from the Booyah Tribe.
Really?
Donald? What? Donald was so, man, you ever see Pete?
Yeah.
Ask Pete about Donald DeVoe. You got the twins, Charlie and Jack, Heckle and Jekyll from Carson.
Wow.
The Blue City Strutters.
Wow. You
got so many people out there that people don't even know about, man.
And I believe that.
Like,
100%.
they were dope, man. Dope.
Just because they wasn't on TV, just because they wasn't on video,
Donald,
people don't know about
Donald DeVoe, he hits harder than Taco.
Maybe don't say that.
Hey,
Marvin.
I'm telling you.
You can't say that.
I'm telling you, bro. Taco probably tell you that.
Really?
Yes, and Shrimp. Donald can hit.
Wow.
You ever see Pete? Say, Pete, did Donald hit back harder? He probably like.
What was his nationality?
Samoan.
Oh,
from the Booyah Tribe. Boogaloo Sam and them. All these guys are.
Oh,
you gotta see Donald. Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
And Carson. Yeah, wow. I came here in '83. So I came in the right time.
Yeah.
When I see the movie Skylar Compton, dude, I was living in Carson. I moved from the 8th in LA. So I was there. I was here.
Wow.
And I'm like, yo, I was there.
Okay. So from here, y'all see where this conversation is going. This dude has so much knowledge. I'm going to cut it right here because I want to have a part 2 because I want to get more information. I want to get more callers on the phone. So y'all hearing a lot of this first from my boy Marvin Columbus, who came out here in the early 80s and danced with almost everybody that y'all think is dope. Everybody that's locking right now, he was around those dancers. Everybody's popping, he was around those. Everything that we're doing today was based on a lot of stuff that was happening in the 80s and early 70s, but I don't know a lot about him, but I'm getting it here. That's why I wanted him on the show, because what I don't know, he knows. And what he don't know, we'll get him on the phone.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, no, I was very blessed to do the Breaking 2 tour with Shab and Shrimp. You know,
did they get into a fight?
Yeah, they got into a fight. I
can't believe.
Wait, we was on a tour, right? So it was Turbo, it was Ozone Turbo, it was featuring me.
Right.
And something happened in Chicago, and we go up to like the 100-something floor.
Right.
And they got into an argument, because at the airport, like Shab, the older people would be like, oh, Sabi do Ozone.
Right.
But the young people saw Turbo, lost their shit.
I was that guy.
They lost their shit, man.
Right.
So I don't know, it was ego. All I knew was like, we got the limo in Chicago. He said to Shrimp, you didn't get my briefcase? Shrimp said, I get your own briefcase. They got an argument and started fighting in the elevator. The door opened up, they fell out. I got between them, broke them up. They squashed it.
Right,
we laughed about it. But that was the most funniest shit
that
ever.
Fame ain't no joke.
They got to a straight fist fight. I'm like, I'm in the elevator like a little rail. I'm standing up like, yo, stop. Yo, Shrimp, break it up. I was rolling, I was laughing though, because that was crazy to me. Because I saw how egos get in the way.
Yeah, man.
You know, because, you know, back in the 80s, you know, everybody, like, man, it was just more raw than now because back then, you know, we paid rent by dance contests.
Right.
It was a dance contest Monday through Sunday.
Right.
First, second, third. You gonna come on with some money if you getting down. You gotta make your rent. So that's why I'm like, you know, being here in LA, man, seeing how far it came down, I'm actually very proud of the dancers, how far they came. I see so many different races of dancers, they getting down.
Right.
But this come together because dancers work so hard, man.
I know.
And it's,
I
you know, and, you know,
I know.
there's no format how the business or how to come out and deal with things. So, like, Yori got a book out.
Really?
She had a book out.
Interesting.
Now, I read the whole book.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm really proud of you. I wish I'd have read a book like this before I came to LA.
Wow. What's the name of the book?
I don't know the name of the book.
Remember?
Yeah. You know what? I think I posted. But I'll send it to you.
Okay.
But
send
Yori
it to
from
me.
Usher's tour has a book out. And I read the whole book, man. I'm like, you know what? If I'd have read something like this before I came to LA, it'd help me a lot.
Yes.
Cause it showed how she got fired from a job and didn't know about it.
Wow. Yeah.
How choreographer got jealous of her. It was like her journey from Miami to LA. And what she dealt with.
Right.
She wrote a book on that.
Wow.
I'm like, can you imagine if Shadow wrote a book? Or let's say Tony Bowser wrote a book.
Right.
I believe Alpha, Tony Bowser, Pete should write a book.
Right.
People say I should write a book, but I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
Because God got something bigger for me now.
Right. Right.
So I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to do movies and I'm writing films now. So I remember the time where I couldn't walk. You remember my knees?
I remember.
Because I'm also a cowboy.
Yeah.
So when I couldn't walk for almost 5 years, I got stem cells to change my life. So God gave me a second chance to, you know, come back, and I'm back in the show business, the dance world, but I'm not trying to be a dancer.
Right,
These
right,
kids
right,
out
right.
here now, I ain't doing that.
I know.
I ain't doing those flips and shit.
Yeah.
No, I stand up.
You want to know I ain't gonna say the big regret, but one of my regrets is when I was coming up in the industry as a dancer, Tony Bowser came to my class.
Really?
I didn't really know too much about. I knew Tony from back in Mickey, You're So Fine. I knew, but I had never met her. I didn't know her background. Like, I didn't know who she was for real. I just knew her name and I knew that song. She comes to my class. Everybody's like, "Oh, Tony Bowser here at your class. She wants to talk to you." She comes up to me. She was like, "I've been hearing about everything. Here's my number. Call me." I never called her.
Oh, wow.
To this day, I think about that all the time. Like, I never called her, and then I start learning about her. Then I start seeing who she was and what she started and how she placed people at the right place at the right time. Then, but it was too late. You feel me?
To me, her. You know, I seen Tony maybe a couple years ago. Much respect to Tony Bowser.
Yeah.
But my big bro's Alpha Anderson, who helps so many dancers.
Yeah.
That's why I call him the male GOAT. The male GOAT of the street dance world, because, you know, the word GOAT, guys, it means a lot than just what you do. That's why Ali, you know, Ali's like part of my family.
Yeah.
The family, those are my peoples. They call Ali the GOAT because what he did outside of boxing.
Right.
Come on, we were kids. Come on,
Yeah.
that was my hero. He stood up for what was right. He made us feel being proud, being black. He, you know, he got suspended for 3 years because he wouldn't do certain things.
Exactly.
When I saw a post calling Shab the GOAT, no. They said, what? No. Was he talented? Yes. Smart? Yes. He did the first breakdance movie, of course.
Right.
But I'm gonna go by what he did outside of dance.
Right. You
And
know
I
him
keep that
personally.
kind of personal.
Yeah.
I know him personally. But Alpha's been the same as Shab. He didn't do a movie like Shab did, but Alpha's done a lot. And he's helped so many dancers.
Right.
Myself, Casper, Cooley, dancers all over the world. He's hired David, who passed away. You know David?
I don't think I know.
Called the one-arm bandit.
Okay.
He just passed away from a brain tumor.
Wow.
Another great dancer. You know about him? Bro, he's an OG. One-arm bandit, David, was amazing. And I text Pete, and Pete said, what? He was an amazing dancer. He died from a stroke. So that's why I'm like, for all the new school, all the OGs who passed away, God bless them.
Exactly.
All the OGs still alive. I love you guys. You know, even if we battled back in the day, I got love for you.
Exactly.
Because back in the day, you had
it's
the
never
kind of
personal.
Never, you know, like the Jenna thing. I tell you about that.
Which one?
Well, Lavelle told me Janet Jackson wanted me to go on tour with her.
Right.
So I told Shad, we went down to Glam Slam. It was Janet Jackson, her friend, and Dom's mom. You know, I ended up marrying. And we was talking, and she's like, you know, Lavelle said, can I have a private audition for you? I'm like, cool. A couple days go by, I go to the studio, walked in, I saw Lavelle and Janet Jackson sitting in the corner. So Lavelle was, you know, Travis Lavelle.
Yeah.
And Renee Anthony. They said, oh, so what do you have for us?
Wow.
You know what I can do.
Right.
I'm not going to give you the audacity to tell me no, because you threatened by me or whatever.
Right.
I walked out. Lavelle came up and said, what's going on, man? I was like, Lavelle, I'm not dancing for them. They know what I can do.
Right.
And that's another thing with auditions. It pisses me off.
Yeah.
Especially right now. And back in the day. The choreographer know who they want.
Yeah.
Don't waste my time.
Yes.
If you got your homies, hire your homies. Hire your homies. I ain't mad at you. But don't waste dancers' time. One thing I've never done, and one thing I will say, Tony Basil never did it. Alpha, Shad, they never did that. You come to audition, if you're for the job, you getting hired.
Exactly.
You getting hired. And I respect that from them. Shad, you can't cut the mustard, you ain't getting hired. So I've never done that. Sometimes my homie would come in, and some new person come in, I'm like, yo, they smoking you. They smoking you.
Exactly.
I want the best. Even with my fighters. If I have a guy come in and spar my guy, he smoke you, why don't I get behind you for it?
Right.
You know, I mean, he just smoked you.
Right.
In your gym.
Right. It's time for you to step up.
You know, step it up. You know? So I'm like, I don't like that, man. Like, if you want to hire your homies, hire your homies.
Right.
Don't have a massive audition.
I know.
Massive, around the corner.
Right.
And you know you're going to hire your homies.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
Right.
That ain't fair.
On that same note, I want to let everybody know that no matter how many classes you take, no matter how much choreography a choreographer gives you, no matter how hard an audition is, the jobs that you end up booking will never be as hard as some of the auditions that you do. And I just want y'all to know, I want the choreographers to know, I understand you pushing these dancers, but sometimes y'all push these dancers too far, and then you end up not hiring them, and then we'll see the video, we'll see the movie, we'll see the gig, and the choreography be something that a 12-year-old could have done in his sleep. And you know what I mean? So stop trying to prove to yourself as a choreographer to the dancers out there. Do some choreography, see who the best in the room, and then hire the best in the room and do it. You know, and give a great project.
A lot of these choreographers out here, they're chicken shit.
Yeah.
If you're working with an artist and you know you're overworking your dancers, they're getting paid underpaid, say something.
Right.
Say, yo, go to the room. I got 5 jobs because I was artists like, yo, then I'm out. I've no dancer can say I cheated them. No dancer can say no. Marvin never did it to us.
Exactly.
So choreographers out there, step up for your dancers. Step up for them. Be their voice. Be their voice. If they get mistreated, say something. You're overworking them, say something. Period. Deuces, baby.
On that note.
My guy. We grew up together.
Yeah, we grew
My
up in
man.
Cincinnati.
All day.
Building. Yo.